Oh, well, hello there. My name is Brooke, and, well, Mr. Valiant has asked me to help out with one of his videos. He wanted to do his Animarathon retrospective, and, well, seeing as I have about 2 years of free time on my hands, I thought I would help him out. So, yes, welcome to the Animarathon retrospective. Okay, I can't do it. Okay, sorry guys. I wanted to do it like that the whole time, but ow, 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 ow. I can't hold up this mask and wear the wig and everything the whole time, so you're just gonna have to settle for the shirt and, you know, the gloves and a few other little things. Because also, I really didn't feel like doing the makeup for a 20-minute video. But yeah, like I said, wow, sorry. I need my glasses too. There we go. Anyway, like I said, this is my quick Animarathon retrospective video. You know, for those of you who went to the convention, or those of you who didn't get to go, you know, here's some of my experience and basically overall what I thought of the convention. You know, to make a long story short, first off, it's a very good convention. It was fun, it was interesting, there were a lot of cool characters, and, you know, very good panels. And overall, you know, my experience with the staff was, you know, they were good, professional, and, you know, a couple of people were very enthusiastic. More on that in a few minutes. But yeah, and like I said, you know, I went as the character Brooke. Unfortunately, this is not the mask that I used at the convention because, well, this was actually my first attempt at a Brooke mask, but I didn't like it, you know, with all my little extra things for bones and such, so I scrapped it for another mask, which I unfortunately lost at the convention. You know, don't worry guys, it was a $2-3 mask tops, you know, with some removed, you know, dollar sunglasses lenses in the eyes, so it's not that big a deal. But, you know, I wanted to do this really quick. So yeah, Animarathon 2014, or Animarathon, I believe it was 12. You know, it was good. Let's see, my day, you know, I got there about 10 o'clock or so, you know, registered really quick. Registration was awesome, very fast, very streamlined, because they had it divided up, you know, between pre-reg, Bowling Green students, you know, everybody else, and then, you know, another line for people, like, with younger kids and such. So, definitely very good point right there, because, I mean, dude, you know, you don't want to spend, like, 3-4 hours in line the first day of the convention just waiting to get your badge so you can get out there and see all the cool panels, see the dealer's room, see all the awesome craziness. So, you know, first major point for you guys right there. You know, second, you know, right after that I had to go quickly to the cosplay prejudging area because, you know, I'd registered, and unfortunately, in my opinion, you know, I got the time of 10:25. Yeah, we got there just before 10, and my driver, who was also doing panels, had to run quickly because, yeah, their panels started at 10 also. So, I mean, convenient, but, yeah, a little hectic just getting in the door. But, again, I assure you, good day followed. Anyway, you know, got my cosplay judged. And then after that, you know, I was just walking around the floor a bit because, you know, I was trying to find one of my buddies from my One Piece group was actually doing a panel. Well, was doing several panels at the convention that day. And, you know, I wanted to go to them. So, you know, I was just familiarizing myself with the floor, trying to figure out where his place was. Anyway, I found it, you know, and then I was just drifting around still. And I stumbled upon, I don't remember the name of the panel, so I apologize for this, but basically, you know, it was a trivia panel. You know, it was just groups of people, you know, formed into teams, you know, with Pokemon names, you know, like Charizard, Bulbasaur, whatever, and we were answering trivia questions, you know, about anime and such. And, you know, I have to say, I really like this panel. The people who were running it were very enthusiastic. Plus, you know, also every right answer, you got free candy. Unfortunately, you know, the numbers were a bit smaller than they'd hoped, so, well, actually not unfortunately, but the point is, you know, even if like one person from your team got it right, the whole table got candy, which was awesome. So, you know, sucks there weren't like 40 or 50 people there. It was probably about, I'd say roughly 12-ish. You know, some people had to leave a bit early, like I did. My buddy's panel was at noon. This thing started around 11, so I mean, yeah, sorry for that. But I love the panel. It was very cool. Basically, the game was set up like Jeopardy, you know, with separate categories and then different point values for each thing. And, you know, it was a cool, interesting game. So definitely something to consider, like if you're, you know, wanting to do some kind of fun gamey panel at a convention. Also, for reference, a few of the categories they had were, you know, like main characters, music clips, like, okay, we're going to play this music clip. You know, it's like the opening theme or closing theme for an anime. You guess the anime. Villains, and, you know, just a few other interesting categories to talk about. So yeah, anyway, after that, you know, my buddy Mike's panel was at noon. One Piece, King of the Pirates. I, of course, went as Brooke, like I mentioned before. And, yeah. So after the panel, you know, talked with some people who also have an interest in One Piece. It was pretty cool. Also, while there, you know, I got one person who asked for my picture. You know, kudos to you, guy. I believe, so don't quote me on this, but I believe he was the character, the good guy from Wreck-It Ralph, you know, the carpenter guy or whatever. I believe. If I'm wrong, I'm sorry. But yeah, that was pretty cool. At that point, I still had a mask. You know, went through One Piece, stuck around because he was actually doing anime music that rocks after that panel. Basically, you know, it was him just playing different music, you know, they like from different animes. You know, opening themes, random songs played during the anime, whatever. You know, it was fun. People, you know, part of the way into the panel, people were recognizing songs, you know, on Mike's playlist and were going, oh, hey, play that, or play this, or play that. So, again, you know, cool little way to do your panel. I liked it, Mike. And, as I'm sure you could tell, a lot of other people enjoyed it as well. Anyway, after that panel, I got some food. I believe that's the point when I lost my mask. So, I made the poor decision to try and do face makeup the entire day. As I'm sure you can tell by my coat, it doesn't work so well, trust me. Which also made me have the thought of, hey, maybe I should just do, you know, a full face mask, you know, for Brooke instead of a half mask. Because the only reason I did this was because I wanted something that I could be expressive with. Because Brooke can open his mouth very wide, you know, yelling, screaming, laughing, whatever. So that's why I did this. And the other mask was a bit smaller, it didn't quite cover as much as this. So I might try this really quick, see if this works, and then, you know, I don't know, I'm going to tinker with Brooke. But yeah, so anyway, got food, lost my mask, I believe, tried face makeup all over my face. It was a disaster. I'm willing to acknowledge that, but hey, that's why you cosplay, to learn, to experience, and have fun. So yeah, got food. God, I'm blanking on what I did for a while after that. Anyway, I'll just skip to the cosplay competition portion of the, you know, day. Basically, you know, it was just people, you know, they lined us up, we sat down, you know, and then they let us up, you know. The first category, you know, was craftsmanship. Basically just going up on stage, showing off our costumes. You know, I can put a link in the description, I will actually, you know, for a person who recorded the entire thing, you know, for craftsmanship as well as for the cosplay skits. The cosplay skits I loved. They were great. And, you know, I would say definitely the people who won the competition definitely deserved it. Just to rattle off a few that I still remember, you know, you've got the Dovahkiin from Skyrim. I believe it was Hatalia for the junior division. A Raven from Teen Titans, you know, the DC universe, for the, I believe, non-anime pop culture. And trying to think of who else was there. I can't remember, but those are a couple, and I'm sure in his video, he's got those he's got the part where they announce the winners. But anyway, it was cool seeing all these other characters, and it gives me a better idea of what I want to do if I want to win a cosplay competition in the future. I mean, honestly, right now, I'm just doing it to go, hey, here's a character, he's fun, he's interesting, probably easy enough, and yes, I would like to win a competition one day, but I don't know, it's something I would like to do, because it'd be cool to be able to say, oh yeah, I won a novice competition once, or this or that. But the thing is, I want to do it with a character that I like, and in a way that I'm comfortable doing the character. So like, I'm not going to make some character that I don't know shit about, but they're elaborate, so they are likely to win, is what I'm saying. Let's see. After that, I saw Ghost in the Shell, by my one friend. That was a pretty cool panel. I have not watched Ghost in the Shell, the movies, the anime, or anything, and I learned a lot from that, and it was pretty cool. So again, kudos to you for that. And then after that, there were a few other events going on, also. Very fun, very cool. I'm just going to leave that there, and I'm just going to say it was later at night, so it was more adult-themed. Yeah, that's it. But, other things about the convention, the dealer's room, I got to see a bit. I didn't buy anything, unfortunately. I forgot my money in my car that day. I know, stupid me. But from the looks of it, they had a lot of different vendors and such, and they had a lot of good different items. T-shirts, DVDs, Blu-rays, action figures. I really hope I'm getting... I don't know if there's a different term, but, just collectibles in general. And then they also had the artist alley alongside of that. Again, I saw some cool stuff there. So, kudos to the vendors, the artists, and, yeah, I can't really think of anything else to say, so I'm just going to wrap it up and say Animarathon 12, Animarathon 2014, whatever you want to call it, was a wonderful convention experience. I'm glad I got to experience it. It's a one-day convention down at Bowling Green State University. The price for admission is very cheap. So I mean, if you're in that area, or if you're not quite in the area, like me, I live about 2 to 3 hours away from there. And I still went, and I still had fun, and I would definitely say it's worth it. So yeah, if you get the chance to go down there and experience it at least once, go do it. It's fun, it's worth it, it's awesome. I loved it. I hope to make it down again next year, hopefully with something a bit better, and watch out, guys. I'll be in the cosplay competition again, and maybe, maybe I'll get a little ribbon or something, or I won't. Either way, though, I'm going to go out there, have fun, do my thing, and then I'll come back and tell you guys about it. Let's see. Upcoming conventions. I've heard about Shinbokucon, which is April 10th, I believe. Not 100% on that date. Apologies. And then also a non-convention that is actually called Uncon, Uncon, which is basically a gathering of, just people who regularly go to conventions, a gathering of people in northeastern Ohio, there we go, who regularly go to conventions, but unfortunately could not make Shinbokucon this year. Shinbokucon, I just mentioned a second ago, I guess has been moving a bit more west, so for some people it's kind of inconvenient to reach. So, a few random people decide to put together this little thing, and, I just learned I'm unfortunately closing that day, but I'm hoping to get there at least for the early part of the day. Maybe get some pictures, have some fun, talk with some people, do whatever. But yeah, that's coming up. April 12th, Squires Castle on I'm assuming they're going to say Uncon. It's not an official convention thing. It's more people just hanging out, having fun, you know, in a nice little area. I've been there a few times. I've gotten some good pictures there. You know, so if you're in northeastern Ohio and have heard of Squire's Castle, you know, and you have an interest, you know, head on down there. It should be an interesting day, I'm going to say. I might do a quick video about it, you know, let you guys know how it went. But yeah, those are just a few of the things to look forward to in the coming weeks. So yeah, as always, guys, you know, have fun, stay safe, and, you know, I'll catch you next time. As will I, ladies and gentlemen. Oh yeah, actually, really quick, since I picked up Brooke's mask, one of the other things I want to try and do is talk about, you know, some of the fun the character actually had at the convention. Basically, the biggest thing I would say for Brooke, the character, in my opinion, you know, some of the recognition from, you know, other people who were like, oh hey, it's Brooke, oh hey, you know, and I liked the fact that that at least 2 people, you know, who were total strangers to me asked for my picture. You know, I'm fairly new to cosplay, and it was a very cool thing that you guys asked me for that. So, you know, thank you for that opportunity. Also, to the living Brooke cosplayer that I met at the One Piece panel, you know, that was very cool. You know, I came up to me and you were like, hey, here's my Laboon plushie, just to show me that, you know, I was touched, Brooke was touched, and yeah, you know, don't worry, Laboon, we'll meet up again one day, I'm sure of it. And for those of you who are out of the loop on that, sorry, my lips are sealed, just wiki it, and I'm sure you'll figure out the link between Brooke of One Piece and Laboon. Alright, so that's it, guys. I'm out, and yeah, so stay tuned, and I'll have some more conventional wisdom for you. Brad, out. Brad the Cosplay Enthusiast, out.